making my way back to the arena. I've just had to have a bite to eat, a quick break.
Jaguar's just coming in.
What we've
or
got.
Daimler, I think it is, yeah. Let's
Unfortunately, missed the.
Let's have some more in.
Didn't quite make it.
1970 to 79, and the sun's coming out. Come on, let's have you on the next to the Jaguar. Oh, no.
Commentator spoke for me there.
It's good. Ford Capri. Any more Capris out there? Let's have you more and more in the arena. What about some more sports cars from the 70s that came in earlier on this morning? You can come in a second time, so let's have you in. I think that's a GT6 just coming in.
There it is. A Land Rover coming in here now.
Talking about the Citroen D, and the owner's with me at the moment. Your name, sir? I'm James. James.
I thought he was going in the arena then. But,
it's in superb condition. Now this is one of those cars that had that exotic suspension, did it not?
Yeah, so they first came out in the Traction Avant was the first car that was kind of experimental with this hydraulic suspension. And then yes, in 55 they launched the DS with hydraulic suspension, but also within the same system, the power steering and front disc brakes were all run off this LHM system.
I tell you, it was a very, very revolutionary system, questionable at the time, but it did work, did it not?
Yeah, I mean, I've had this, I've come from a background of 2CVs, so it's a bit like chalk and cheese really. This is obviously much more complicated. I've had
another MG coming in now.
Go wrong with it, you know, it's had a new petrol tank.
Quite busy now, actually.
The hydraulics have been issue free. Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, I remember brings people out.
I can remember the estate car.
Apparently, it was busy yesterday.
Yeah. And
it was raining yesterday.
I worked for a company that we did a lot of
here we are, the MG coming in.
We had a number of estate cars coming
This one's for sale.
Conversion, and we were converting them into film camera units. In other words,
it's a GT, this one.
And we have to
MG B GT.
A film camera on, mainly for horse racing. Yeah. And they used it for horse racing with a cameraman on the top. Totally unsafe, I guess. But we had to reinforce the roof and do some other modifications to take the weight of the cameraman and the equipment. But they were a sturdy car, very sturdy.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're obviously not as fast as more modern car on the road, but they are a fantastic cruiser. I've been to France in this one. Used every day in summer, and it's great.
Pretty.
Yeah, so I actually brought some of the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands, Germany is the place to find them. There will be remanufacturing kind of industry base there, so pretty much everything for the later versions, yeah, so suspension, not this year really, probably getting kind of
yeah, this is the car they're talking about. MG. C6.
Great to see it. What year is it? Do you know much about the history of it? It was rebuilt in the late 90s, something in 97.
Talking about this MGE.
Well, I think what you're doing is absolutely brilliant. The presentation of the vehicle is absolutely superb. And I guess because it's an engineer, there's a very ability in the part to be relatively easy. So yes, they are on the eBay or Right, thank you. Right, Peter's got a result, which is great.
Do the results of the
It's going to the Prime GT6. Where's the owner for the Prime GT6? And then we can put your hands together and congratulate the winner. Then come to the car to show it's a fantastic.
show you the winner of this from the 1970s to 1979. Yeah, this is the winner here.
Congratulations to James. We'll see him back.
Triumph GT6
MK330
MK3.
for the car show. In the meantime, can I ask you all to vacate the arena for me? That lovely Ford Escort.
They're all going to come out of the arena now, so I'm going to get them going out the arena. Got some coming in. Let's get more coming out.
Oh, look at that. And that's the little model of those bullies. And it is a very unusual one. Because they didn't import many, did they?
Yeah, I'm going to have a break now as well.
So. It's just a few thousand, is it?
It's a few thousand, yeah. I'm not sure really.
But it's great to see it here today. Now, how many years have you owned it, do you know?
Since 1996.
No, 1996. That's a pretty long time, isn't it? Yeah. Peter, it's just in great condition. So are you still able to get sort of spare parts for it?
With a struggle, yeah. Yeah. And 50 miles a bit of a struggle as well, I guess. There's a very helpful chap in Thailand.
Oh, is it?
But the postage of it is expensive.
This is the MGB.
Peter, it's great to have you here today. Thank you for being with us.
Enjoyed it.
Right then, folks, well, we say goodbye to the 70s, and Peter and I are now going to break for lunch, and we'll be back with you in about 1:30. Yeah. In a few minutes' time, Jordan will be setting up his guitar and his PA system, and he's going to entertain you for the next half an hour or so. It's getting hot, so I'm going to take my coat off. I've got an announcement for one of the traders who I've known for many years. I've got it's Richard Deeks, who is the electronic, if you like, the electrical trade stand here. You've got a problem. Yeah, there's a gentleman who came earlier with a Zephyr, and he's bought some wiring clips for his Ford. He's paid for them, but he's left them behind. If you'd like to come and pick them up, from the store. Well, there you are. It's Richard Deeks trading. He's just behind the PA desk. But a gentleman who's got a Zephyr, he's got some wiring clips which he's bought and paid for, but he's left them behind. So if you're that owner, can you go back up and Richard will make sure you get them this time. Thank you for this morning. It's been a great turnout of classic vehicles up to the 70s. Directly after lunch we'll be looking at some motorcycles and the Mercedes section, and then we'll get back to the 80s, the 90s and the 2000s. The weather is doing what it said it was going to do this morning. The weather I picked up was going to be overcast this morning, and at lunchtime the sun's going to come out and shine right the way through the afternoon, hopefully. But we've had a really great morning this morning, and I want to say thank you to our judge Peter Fleming, done a sterling job as ever. And Peter and I will be back in here once we've had our lunch break, and we'd now to be entertained by a fabulous musician. He's got a great voice, he's got a great repertoire of music, and he's going to entertain you for the next half an hour.
Toyota Crown, yeah. Gonna love you leaving now. The music's going on, so thank you very much.